When you have a clear set of morals and ethics, you become predictable. And that predictability allows others to be safe around you. Think about when you drive your car. You have so many elements of danger around you, i.e. other cars. But there's a reason why you feel relatively safe. And that reason is because you know most people's morals. You know that most people don't want to die. And you know most people don't want to kill each other. So because of that, you feel completely safe speeding 70 miles per hour down the road. You feel safe going past that cyclist quite close or doing an overtake. Because you know they don't want to hurt you and you don't want to hurt them. And based on those morals, based on those ethics, you make split-second decisions. Think about it. There's so many decisions you take, micro decisions, all throughout your day that you base because you feel safe around other people. But the problem is we don't do it enough. The example I just gave you was basic. You need to channel your innermost self and allow people to feel safe on you on a whole nother level. Not just while you're driving your car, but you as a person, as a whole individual person. They've got to feel an element of safety around you for them to really love you. Before someone can love you, they have to get rid of all of their fears. They have to stop being intimidated by you. You have to be an open book. And the way to do that is by having ethics and morals. They have to be clear. They have to be overt. And you've got to beam them out to the world and say, this is me. Have you ever heard of people from the psychiatric ward that have mental problems? Yeah. Why do you feel so scared to be around these people? You've never met them before, but you know why they're in a mental psychiatric ward. That's because these people don't really have a clear set of boundaries. You don't know their ethics or their morals. I mean, we know that most people don't want to kill. That's not really most people's agenda. But with a mentally disturbed person that's not quite thinking right in their head, if you subconsciously think to yourself, do they want to kill me? Is killing part of their ethics? Is that a viable option for them? And because of that, you kind of stay far away from them because you just don't know their limits. You can't feel safe around them because you don't know how far they're going to go. You don't know what their boundaries are. Mental people don't have a set of ethics of which they choose to base their options on. If you're a person full of wisdom, love, and joy, you're going to have a clear set of ethics, and all of your decision making will be filtered through these ethics. So if you know someone's ethics and their morals, then you know the person. Because all you've got to do is pose the question and then filter them down that person's ethics and their morals, and then you can pretty much predict what decision they're going to take. Have you seen Star Wars? Have you seen their Jedi? Like Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, the little green guy. One of their ethics is only to use violence in self-defense. So because of that, you could say to yourself, will he hurt me? Will Luke Skywalker hurt me? And the question you got to ask yourself is, Did you attack first? If no, he will not touch you. The rules are clear. Damn, I'm not even in the Star Wars universe, but I would know how to approach it if it came real overnight. You know that all the Jedis don't use violence overtly like the bad guys in Star Wars. So you know how to approach them. And you know how to predict them. The predictability gives you the safety. But with the person in the psychiatric ward, there is no predictability. There is no morals and ethics which they filter down their coding to make their decisions. And to be near an erratic or unpredictable person is to be diving yourself headfirst into the land of crazy. And that's foolish. Because in that case, you'll be walking over uncertain ground. You don't know what's going to come next. You don't know if the next step you're going to take is danger or safety. You're just walking over hot crust buns. Whew, it's a scary place to be when you don't know someone's ethics or morals. It's non-stop walking over eggshells like, is the next egg going to break? Oh, what's he going to do? I'm not too sure how I'm going to get through this. Can't predict his next move. Oh, scary. Imagine if you didn't know if people wanted to kill you or not. There would be no way you could drive your car. And there would be hell in no way you'd ever ride a motorbike around many other cars and lorries. Like, do you know how dangerous it is in practice to be in a motorcycle on the motorway and a big lorry, like huge, goes past you? It's scary as hell in a physical sense. But really and truly, I really get scared of that because I know that most people don't want to kill me. So it's like I trust him just to go past and not touch me. And he could so easily, a little turn to the left and bang, I'm off my bike. It's so easy in practice. Think about how easy it is when you're on a bicycle, a small car or a motorcycle and someone can just go and you're dead. But we place so much trust in other people, and that's because we know most people's boundaries and ethics and morals. Same thing for the roadman. It's like, if I see a guy with like a hoodie and a ski mask and wearing tracksuit bottoms and like Air Force Ones, and he's got his belly up, his balaclava, that's how we say it in England, and it's late at night and his hair's all like oh God, and he's smelling of weed, bro, I don't know my man's ethics or morals, so I'm crossing the other side of the road. It's a dangerous place to be. So in order for you to really be the person who is lovable and approachable, and I wouldn't want to say not intimidating, because you want to be intimidating to a certain extent. Because if you're not intimidating at all, you're a loser. You're weak and pathetic. All of the people that we revere in this world and in religion are slightly intimidating because we know the power that they wield. Like, if you're successful, you're a little bit intimidating. Let's be honest. Like, if you're a hot woman, you're a bit intimidating. But again, it's to an extent. It's to the extent that people know the power that you could use, but you don't actually use it. And that's the key. So instead of aiming to be non-intimidating, your aim should be to be predictable. Your aim should be that people know when they cross your boundaries. People should be able to predict what your limits are. Because if they can't do that, they cannot predict your next move, and therefore they'll never be able to feel safe around you, which will lead them to never be able to love you. Predictability here is the key. So the next question we must ask ourselves is, how do we become more predictable? And that's by overtly signaling and beaming out your ethics and morals to the world. Anytime you meet a new person, you need to show your values to them almost instantly. The quicker you do that, the quicker they'll feel safe around you. If you never do that, people will never feel safe around you. You'll be called the person who is intimidating. You'll be called the woman or the man who is like, oh my God, I don't feel quite comfortable around them. My hair's kind of go up. I don't know how to really approach them. Like, you don't want to be that person. One of the most basic ways that humans test to see one's limits is by pushing those limits. It's the same thing as a baby touching the radiator. They're going to touch it and see, is this safe or not? And then once they feel the burning sensation, it's like, yeah, I ain't touching that again. And men in groups do this all the time. So when a man enters a new group, a new social situation, what is going to happen is one of the existing men in that group is going to test them by making, let's say, a semi-discriminatory joke against them. And they're going to wait and see how the opposite party reacts to it. And the thing is, if you don't shut it down instantly, they're going to keep doing it. And a naive, unwise person would say, oh my gosh, they're being so rude about it. Why are they doing that? But really and truly, what they're doing is what they should be doing. The test is what's supposed to be done. Because what that guy is really trying to do, he's trying to find out your limits, okay? And if you never show him where the line is crossed, he will forever keep attacking you. And that's your fault because you haven't shown him where the line is crossed. So you need to X out that rude behavior almost instantly. And if you don't do it, and then you complain later on that everyone's bullying you or being rude to you, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's like if your wife is cooking you food which is too spicy and you never say so, how can you blame her for continuing to add more spiciness to your food? Damn, you never told her, so she just thinks this is okay. Well, you never complained, so the spice must be all right. So you need to tell your wife, this food is too spicy for me. That's my limit. And it's the same thing in male situations. You've got to cut that joke out quick, and you've got to show the signaling of the chance for aggression. So we saying, bro, shut up. And you got to really mean it. It's what you say and how you say it that counts. If you're really good at it, you're going to now present your ethics. Once those parameters are defined, life becomes easy because people know exactly what to expect from you. You now become that predictable car on the road. Now, people don't feel so scared to drive around you. People are circling around you. No one finds you a threat. So now you can pull your window down and say, hey, what you saying? Boom. And that's the metaphor that I'm using for love. You've got to become that predictable car on the road so people feel safe around you and they know to trust you, and only then will people love you. And it's so cool because people that haven't reached that level of life just yet, they're going to say, why does everyone love that girl? What's so special about her? Because it's always not so obvious if you're a predictable person. It's all the intrinsic things that you do deep within which allow people to feel safe around you. It's not how you dress. It's not how much money you have. It's not how smart you are. It's that you have your values, your ethics, your morals, and you filter all of your life decisions through them. If someone's going to commit to you and marry you for the rest of your life, you've got to be predictable. Marriage is a long time, baby. Whoa. And if they can't imagine the future with you, why the hell would they ever commit to you? And to imagine a future with you, they've got to be able to predict what you want out of life. The decisions you'll make when you hit those bumps in the road. Most people filter their decisions on making more money, getting the hottest chick, the best car, going to the most exclusive parties, not their ethics and their morals. Because when you have ethics and morals, sometimes you've got to lose out on the things that you want, like money, success, even love. But the key word there was want. But by following your ethics and your morals, you never miss out on what you need. And you see, what you need isn't always obvious, even if you're following your ethics and your morals. But the great thing about doing so is that if you find out your ethics and your morals and you follow them to the very end, you're going to find out what you need as a direct result of that. It's beautiful. Because you're not really going to know what you need until you get it. Having wants is easy. Like, I want a lot of things. But what I need out of life, I'm not too sure yet. Like, what will I need when I'm 60? I'm not too sure. What will I need when I'm 80? Because I don't know what position I'll be in. But I know if I follow my ethics and my morals, then what I need will become clear. Because following your ethics and your morals exposes you to exactly what you need. It's beautiful. By getting what you need, you're actually sacrificing what you want. You have to pay the sacrifice. And the sacrifice is giving up on the things that you superficially want. And then what will appear as a result of that is what you need. And you'll sometimes sit there and you think, oh my God, I never knew I needed that. I'm so flipping happy that I took the decisions that I took. You're going to get these epiphanies all the time when you become the person who follows their ethics and morals. Like, I've gotten rid of certain friends, certain family members. I've gotten rid of multi-million-pound clients. And in the moment, I'm thinking, I got rid of what I wanted. I got rid of money. I got rid of social time. Am I an idiot? And then 3 months later down the line, something else appears and it was exactly what I needed. And it's like, whoa, I never knew I even needed that. Like, this is nuts. It just magically appears to you, but it's not really magic because there was a foundation that got you there, and that was following your ethics and your morals, ladies and gents. To other people around you, they're going to be thinking, this guy just gets things so easy. Like, why does he keep attracting all these good things to him? Why does he just get ahead so quickly? Well, the answer is pretty simple if you know what you're doing. Because I followed my ethics and my morals even when it took away the things that I wanted out of life. I sacrificed. You didn't. You took the easy way out by taking what you wanted, and that robbed you of what you needed. And the sad thing is, if you keep doing that, you'll never know what you missed out on because you don't even know what you needed. How can a person miss a color TV if they've never even seen one? And that is parallel to the same thought process of what you need versus what you want. To the person who keeps choosing what they want all the time, they will never figure out how much they've lost out by what they needed because they never get to see it. They never get to experience it. I figured this out because I realized early on in my life, every time I kept taking the easy way out by choosing what I wanted, I didn't move forward in life the way I wanted. There was always this itch in the back of my mind which said, I don't know if this is right. Like, I don't know if this is the right decision. I know I'm getting what I want, but something just doesn't quite click with me. And I never got ahead. And one day I decided to just sacrifice what I wanted by going with some clear ethics and morals. And then a couple years later, magically, I got ahead. And from that day on, I realized how life worked. I was able to find people around me that loved me, who cared for me, trusted me, appreciated me. And I was able to quickly get rid of all the cockroaches in my life that actually didn't really. Those people gave me what I wanted, but they didn't give me what I needed. And the people in your life that truly love you, they'll be giving you what you need, not what you want, baby. And sometimes that hurts. But if you're not leveled up enough to accept that love, then those people are going to flee from you. You're going to have to be able to accept the hard truths that the people that love you are going to bring to you. If you can't do that, it's over. They're going to flee. They're going to run because they know they will never be able to get into your heart. They can't be safe around you because you flip out every time the truth that they bring to you is exposed. They love you. They want to tell you the truth because they know the truth allows you to grow as a person. It's like the obese person with the enabling partner who, even though the obese person can't go out and get food for themselves, the enabling person keeps ordering food for them, bringing them food for them, giving them unhealthy stuff, instead of doing the hard work and then saying, no, this isn't good for you. I'm going to cook you what you need, not what you want. That's what enablers do. And enablers don't love. They manipulate. But true people that are going to love you, manipulation will never be the tool. It will be directness. Now, the directness will be gentle. It won't be like crazy, like, I'm going to punch you down. Even though sometimes you are going to need that. But most of the time, they're going to bring you the cold, hard truths. People that love you do not want to manipulate you. They want to help you. They want to see you grow. They want to see you flourish. Guess what, baby? If you're not predictable, they can't achieve that goal. Because if they know your ethics and your morals, they know how to deliver the information in the way that you need it. Not want it, need it. I hope you see how beautiful what I'm saying truly is. Need versus want. Want versus need. That fight surmises the whole game here. Ethics and morals equals need. Needs equals energy. Energy to affect the world. For you are a vessel with much energy. And if you're going around the place searching for wants, you're never going to be a person who changes lives. You're never going to be a person who other people are able to love. You're never going to be a person who others are able to rely on. You're never going to be a person who's going to be that stand-up guy, that stand-up woman, because you ain't got no values or ethics or morals that you stand for. You're just searching for some useless, superficial BS. It's pathetic. And many people do that. I mean, look at all the rappers. They finally make it. Like, they actually are able to leave the hood and change their lives and all of the people around them. But what do most of them do, bro? I bought £100,000 gold chain. Guess what? That's what I wanted. Loser. You'll be broke in 5 years. I guarantee it. And they never focus on their needs. It's like, how the hell do you become that rich and then become broke again? You know, most people in this country will never be able to make £1 million in their entire life after tax. And there's certain rappers who make 500k a show. And then there's a few years later, they're broke and they're calling for bankruptcy. Those people there, they're going to have a long introspection about themselves, because most poor people, they blame money. And fair enough, they ain't got none. So they can kind of get away with doing that, right? But once you were poor and then you've actually made it and you went broke again, it's like, yeah, you can't blame money no more, bro. It's you. Something you're doing in your psyche is fundamentally wrong, bro. But how many of those people who went from rags to riches to rags again actually do that introspection work on themselves and really take a deep dive as to how they got there? Pretty much zero. It's someone else's fault. It's always somebody else's fault with these guys, right? If they were to really look inside themselves and expose themselves to who they really are, they would quickly work out that their decisions were based on their wants, not on their needs. And they could never find out their needs because they never had ethics or values to rely on to make those decisions. They just based all of their decision process on what they wanted. They didn't delay self-gratification by going after what they needed. And they removed all the people that loved them, who wanted to care for them, because, again, they didn't go after what they needed. So those people who were offering them what they needed fled, because that person was giving off evil energy. But the people who gave that same guy what they wanted, i.e. yes men, who were just there for the great parties, for the show, to take your money, take your clothes, whatever, they just gave him what he wanted and he lapped it up, because that was the guy. You attract what you are. If you're a guy that goes after what you want, then you attract people that give you what you want. Fake people. But if you're a person who goes after what they need, guess what? It's magical. Other people come to the party and give you on the table what you need. It's like, wow, how did I meet this person? Like, she just came out of nowhere and it's like, rah, she gave me all this advice and knowledge, and it's like, whoa, I met my mentor and he just came out of nowhere and he gave me so much help and love. I met this client and they gave me loads of work, and it's like they're flying me across the world. It's like, whoa. And it seems like you're just having all these lucky encounters, but it's like, no, bro, you're not. You had your ethics and morals. Other people vibes of that who had the same ethics and morals, and you guys matched up to give each other what you needed. And it's a beautiful symbiosis, because now it's like, boom, boom. How do we give? How do we give and take and, share this knowledge to get both parties ahead? And it just seems like life is going so well for you because you're doing that all the time. Like, and other people are looking at you and thinking, wow, how's he doing it? How did he become so successful so quick? How's he making all that money? But it's really and truly, it's like, no, bro, you didn't just magically get into the situation, because they don't see all the hard work you did to get to where you are today. How much you had to give up. How much once you had to give up. You stopped going out partying. You stopped buying nice clothes that you wanted. You stopped going on the holidays that you wanted. You stopped watching the shows that you wanted. But instead, you put yourself in a position where you gave yourself what you needed. And so often, we don't need Coca-Cola, juice, or milkshakes. Sometimes we need water. You know what, Bunny? Not even sometimes, we always need water. It's a need. And that water made us strong and healthy. And that attracted good vibes to us, man. And what many people do in this world is they keep going after what they want. They keep going after that milkshake. They keep going after that Coca-Cola, the McDonald's, the KFC. Oh my God, it tastes so good. I know. But I had to damn well give it up. I mean, I used to be fat because I gave myself what I wanted. Being overweight, sorry to say it, is the definition of going after what you want. And I quickly realized going after what I wanted was making me into a fast. And I had enough. I got to the pressure point. I was like, nah, this is getting too far. I could barely run for the bus here, G. And the way I lost the weight was, forget all these workout shows and DVDs and all these like Weight Watchers. They're all trying to scam you. If you're trying to lose weight, there's only one thing you got to do. Eat what you need. Isn't it so simple? But of course, most industries want to scam you and take your money. So they're going to lie to you about Weight Watchers that and do this diet. No, give your body what you need. As soon as I went after what I needed in terms of food, I lost the weight. I could become fat tomorrow. I could lose the weight in under a month. Because all it is I had to give up what I wanted and go after what I needed. Listen, bro, I want to eat KFC all the time. 99% of the meals that I have, I don't even want them. I need them though. And I take the sacrifice so I can stay in good shape, like. But even right now, I just made this lamb shank and rice. And it's kind of nice, can't lie. Put coconut milk in there, lamb shank. Tastes quite good. But it don't beat KFC, like, you know what I'm saying to you? It don't beat, like, a kebab and chips, like, layered with mayonnaise and, burger sauce all over that. But I have to give all of it up because it's not what I need. So how can I invite love into my body in terms of becoming fit and successful and strong and masculine when I don't go after what I need? This metaphor for ethics and morals applies all over your life, even food, bro. If you have a filter about your values regarding food, then you know what you're going to eat. So you say to yourself, well, I've had healthy food every single day this month and today's the last month, so yeah, I can have one cheat meal. But when you're the person who doesn't count how much calories go into their body and you just don't care about it, well, guess what? You become fat. And for you bros out there that somehow magically, because of their metabolism, can eat whatever junk you want but still not become fat, I can guarantee this. You guys are dying inside. You just don't know it yet. You can't physically see it. You're unhealthy. And you're going to pay the price for it. In a way, it's worse to be still slim while eating junk food than being overweight and having junk food, because the overweight person knows what they're doing to their body. Like they're a walking representation of all the bad choices they're making. They're a walking representation of the fact that they choose what they want, not what they need. But you can't see what you're doing to your body, so you pay the price. You will. So enablers don't love you because they're just offering what you want. Like, if anytime people offer what you want over what you need, run. You can test people quite quickly if they vibes with you by just giving them the option. This is what you should do. If you're, and I do this all the time, if you're a high level thinking person and you know exactly what you want versus what you need, offer people the choice, an obvious choice between what you want versus what you need, and see what they pick for you. They damn right know the answer, but let's just watch them and see what they do. And if they pick what you want, run. Run. These are the enablers. These are the people that have a husband or a wife in a relationship and they still give them weed, marijuana, heroin, coke, all those things. They're enabling you because they want to manipulate you, because they're so low in value, they know they can't find someone else of value to date because it's like, raw. They're weak and pathetic, so they're going to manipulate you because they know that you have nothing to offer yourself. So they manipulate you by just feeding into your dark side what you want. And that's not love. Those people are going to end up stagnant, if not worse, dead, because of how they're running the relationship. So let people know of your ethics and your morals very quickly. And create Jericho's walls based upon that. Create your circle based upon the people that you build because of that. And the great thing about it is, if you follow your ethics and your morals to the nth degree, you ain't got to find them. They're gonna find you and they're gonna love you. It's that easy. The formula's not that hard, really, in practice. And it's sad to me, to this day, most people just don't do that. They too often give into the dark side, eating bad food, taking bad drugs, making poor decisions which isn't going to benefit their lifetime. But they do it because it's easy. The easy way out always tastes so sweet. The devil is always going to tempt you with the sweetness of the dark side. But if you have your ethics and your morals, you're always going to resist. You're going to resist the devil. You're going to resist the dark side. You're going to resist the sweet tasting want, and you're going to choose the better need, and you're going to be better for it. You're going to grow into a beautiful person. You're going to become wiser. You're going to become stronger. You're going to become flavorful, like braised meat cooked in the Dutch pot for over 6 hours, long and slow. And who doesn't love long and slow, tender meat? That Texas brisket cooked in the smoker for 2 hours. Oh my God, it tastes so good. It's time to take the hard way out and choose what you need. Do you get it now? It's beautiful, isn't it? You don't need drugs when you understand life, the beauty of life. When you see how beautiful this world is and how to move within it, life becomes beautiful in a way most people will never be able to see. They'll never be able to recognize it. But you do. Choosing what you want is weak. Choosing what you need, now that's love. This is the Hezron Springer Show. Take care.